Yes, second half of the weekend. Windy is probably the bigger story. Temps are not, it's not freezing temps. I'm thinking if we do Y-ads next week, it'll be Sunday winds, Monday, Tuesday temps. But we'll focus on that tomorrow. You know what I mean? And do fog Y-ad tonight. Thank you. Hello, Megan. All right, there's David. When I heard that oxygen and magnesium were dating, I was like, OMG. David, that's a good one, man. That's really good. Hazel, how are you? And good evening. What is happening on this awesome Wednesday night? Blessings to you and yours. Happy Wednesday. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. Hope you're having a wonderful night. It is a beautiful evening. After a pretty warm afternoon, right? Everybody was like, hey, what happened, right? I mean, we've been getting this warming trend, and it's not done. I'll tell you what, heading into Friday, Saturday is going to be even warmer. Friday, we flirt with record highs. In fact, I'm forecasting a record-tying high of 88 for Friday afternoon. 88. That means there's going to be some 90s for sure. I would think Hondo, Uvalde, Del Rio, and then Southwest, 92, maybe 93, Carrizo Springs. It's going to be a hot day on Friday. Very unusually hot for sure. So, yeah, today, I mean, it wasn't, I wouldn't say hot necessarily, 83, well above average, but warmer than we should be for sure, but not hot. But everybody was like, whoa, because it wasn't as dry. The atmosphere was a little more humid, so that made a little difference. 86 though, Pleasanton. We did get a 90 at Carrizo Springs. And just to show you where we should be this time of year, take a look at the normal high of 75. 91 stays in place from 2017, as does a freeze in 1992. So the morning was about average, of where we should be. But let me show you what the model prediction is on temps. Tomorrow morning, about average or a little above, 58 to 59. Could squeeze in some upper 40s in the hill country. And then tomorrow should be close to the same. I think maybe about 84, 85. computer model, maybe a few degrees cooler. And that's the same for Friday. I'm going with 88 while it says 87. And I'll go, I would say Carrizo Springs 92 or 93 on Friday. Cotulla as well. I mean, lower 90s. It's going to be a warm one for sure. All right, tomorrow morning, this is why we have a weather impact alert. Oh, that's improved. Okay, so this has been a change to the forecast on fog. So right there you can see, okay, that's pretty good fog right there. So let's, oh, I can't do that yet. That's why we have a weather impact alert, just to give you a heads up on this fog. Remember, our weather impact alerts here at Ken's 5 aren't about severe weather. It's about what we kind of call nuisance weather, weather that's going to impact your day, your life. Fog for sure. I mean, we do it for high and heavy, I should say. That's the accurate term. When you talk to the pollen experts, they use the term heavy. We don't use high at Ken's, but heavy counts. That will also be coming with mountain cedar. Those will be weather impact alert days that we expect a big cold front to kick up the juniper trees and really send in high mountain cedar counts, heavy mountain cedar counts. Come on now. But yeah, either way, the whole reasoning behind our weather impact days are weather and conditions that impact your life. Okay, it could also be ozone action days. You know, where air quality is going to be compromised. That's definitely something. We got some great Spurs basketball going. How we doing? We're starting off on a good note, David?
13-8 so far.
All right, we're off to a good start. Playing Los Angeles tonight. Big game against the Lakers on national television. So here's the weather impact for tomorrow. Again, tomorrow morning, patchy to dense fog. Allow extra time on your commute. That's why we try to tell you this, because you don't want to be in a rush. God bless you. We don't want to be in a rush when we've got fog or any kind of weather condition that could slow you down. There's going to be people that are out there driving as normal, driving as fast as they want. They're running late and they're stepping on it and they're dangerously driving around 410, I-10, 1604, 35. You know how it is, 281. And so if you allow some extra time, you'll stay safer because you're not rushing. Okay, I want you to take a look at this huge storm system. Look at that big upper level low that canvases the eastern U.S. That's going to be sending in the colder air with a cold front that is now showing us a little bit more muscle than we previously thought. It looks like this front comes in Saturday night heading into Sunday. So it's looking like Sunday is going to be a very high wind day. And it's something to keep in mind moving forward into your weekend. I was just swatting at something I saw flying around me. Because it does appear that we're going to be pretty windy on Sunday. North to northeast winds gusting between 20 and 30 miles per hour means if you've got a birthday party planned and you're doing the kids' big blow-up bouncer, yeah, you're going to want to know that you need to anchor that down pretty good. Trampolines will go flying if they're not anchored down really well on Sunday. So again, Sunday, prepare for some very heavy or strong winds. See, now I'm using heavy. That's the pollen. But it's also going to send temperatures down significantly as we get into Monday and Tuesday. It looks like Monday will stay in the 60s for highs. And then Tuesday morning, once there's that little gnat. Where are you? Come here. Oh. There it is. Give me some chopsticks. I'll catch them.
All I got's a tambourine.
I can't catch them with a tambourine. I guess I could. Just like smash them. 41 means mid-30s in the hill country and maybe an isolated, 32 northern hill country. You know, when you see a bug, now you're like, what was that, right? And so, yeah, 72 and sunny for the afternoon. Beautiful Veterans Day afternoon, but a cold start for sure. And that'll be a weather impact alert because of just how far below average that 42 would be. We're not expecting rain with this cold front. We're just too dry. And that reinforcing shot of colder air comes in behind that low. So what we're thinking, just thinking ahead, probably going to decide tomorrow once we get past the fog, which will only be a weather impact alert for early Thursday. That fog clears by 9:30 a.m. Then we'll probably do a weather impact alert for Sunday's wind speeds and then Monday and Tuesday morning's temps, because it's just going to be a chilly air mass that comes in. And once again, weather impact alerts, just what's going to impact your life and giving you a good enough heads up that you're not caught off guard and that you prepare for it. I know there's probably more of you commenting and it didn't update. Oh boy, I'm so sorry, y'all. Very blessed, Marcy. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Sylvia. It will. It's going to get warmer first, but then we're getting the cold front, as you can see. So it's going to be a few days. Yes, Megan, now's the time. Cedar X. I really like Cedar X. Those are the drops you put on your tongue. Over the counter at HEB is where I found them. Stay safe, Denise. You got that right. Thank you very much. Oh, there it is. The winds of change. I like it. Hi, Gloria. David, this year's episode of Fall was nice last week. Yeah, this is like a little second summer heat wave we're going through. That's good stuff, David. Absolutely. The pollinating. Wow, you are on a roll tonight. I like it. The pollinating. Hey, Lynn. Yeah, this is a good cold front. Karen, how are you? Saw a picture getting ready for hunting or just practicing? Oh, that was Canines for Warriors. Yeah, so I did a post about what I got to do today. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to show highlights at 10. We were out at the National Shooting Complex, and we did a clay shoot for Canines for Warriors. So caninesforwarriors.org. Go to their website. Find out what they're doing. If you know or love a warrior who is dealing with service, or I should say, post-deployment trauma, Canines for Warriors is for them. There's a waiting list of matching and pairing these rescue dogs that have been so well trained right here in San Antonio, and for lifelong companionship, and they're saving lives, 2 lives as a matter of fact. A new leash on life for that rescue dog, because these are adopted rescue dogs. They take about 8 months to even 10 months of the training. And then dogs are it's fascinating what these dogs are able to do. They can sense a panic attack before it happens. They can sense a night terror, nightmare before it happens. These dogs will actually jump up into their bed of their warrior, lick their face, and wake them up before they go into one of these trauma dreams and nightmares. I've talked to warriors where this has happened. Or they'll be speaking, or they'll be at a public event, or they'll be out in a mall, and the dog will give them a signal like, hey, we need to go outside. I sense that you're about to have a panic attack or have an episode. Let's leave where we are right now. So the training, those are innate features of a dog that they bring out in the training. It's not that they're training dogs how to do that. It's just an innate feature, a design feature of the dog. It's amazing. But what the main part of the training is making sure that they're in the same work mode everywhere they go, whether that be a Spurs basketball game, the mall, church, Chili's for lunch, wherever, right here at Ken's. We actually had them in our afternoon staff meeting one day where we had about 8 dogs come in with their trainers, and they sat in our meeting. They were so well behaved. They walked around the building a little bit because it's just good training for them to make sure that they're acting the same and ready to work in any condition, on any surface. So again, caninesforwarriors.org. That's K9S, 4 F-O-R, not the number, forwarriors.org. And you can even give. What a wonderful way to thank a veteran, to shorten this waiting list. Give them some money if you can. Donate to the cause. We were able to raise $45,000 at that clay shoot today. So that's what that was all about. Just a little fun fundraiser to further their mission. So if you can help out for Veterans Day, what a wonderful way to thank a veteran. They're training dogs in Helotes. They've got a big, beautiful ranch out there where the dogs go out for, like I said, 8 to 10 months. After that training's complete, then the warrior comes in, spends about 3 weeks with the dog, and they train that relationship. And it's wonderful. In fact, they've got a big graduation coming next week. David, what's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's pretty heavy, the other's a little lighter. I actually saw that one, but I'll tell you, the OMG, David, that's top shelf. That's top shelf. Caldo weather's coming, Megan, right? I mean, honestly, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that is when we're making it. Perla, hi there, good evening. Yancey, Texas. Boy, I haven't heard about Yancey in a while. What county is Yancey in? Now, is that Wilson County? Karnes County? I think it's southeast. Absolutely. Karen, thanks for asking. I'm so glad that you saw that picture. I hope everyone really just spreads the word and the mission of Canines for Warriors. God forbid a warrior is isolated and going through post-traumatic stress alone. And I won't call it a disorder. I want to drop the D. I don't think that's a disorder. With what they dealt with, it's post-traumatic stress, and it's not something that should be labeled a disorder that they're carrying around. It's something that greatly affected them in a bad way that probably would have affected a lot of us if we saw what a lot of these people saw. And trying to adapt back into normal society, it can be a challenge. So, you know, I don't consider it a disorder. Dogs are all right. Cats, all animals are great, 100%, 100%. Dogs just have something different about them that they're able to do those things. It's incredible. I mean, even just sniffing, how do they sniff out all these different narcotics, right? I mean, especially ones with no real odor, you know? I mean, it's fascinating. Bombs, you know, a lot of them, in fact, are former bomb dogs that retired from bomb duty with ATF, and they went to Canines for Warriors. In fact, that's the one picture I'll show tonight is Monique and Chinook. Chinook is a former bomb dog, and a beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. All right, so we've got Veterans Day coming Tuesday. It's going to be a beautiful day, cold morning. And then we're warming right back up again, well above average as we go back up to the mid-80s, heading into Friday the 14th, Saturday the 15th. So mid-November will be warm. Will be warm. I'll tell you, it's incredible how many days are just, you know, a little too warm and a little too dry, quite frankly. We really need some rain. A buddy of mine, Rick, that came on that shoot with me today, man, he's a fishing and hunting guide, and he was telling me that the Medina River, it's just sad to see how dry it's been, and you know, knowing how much is usually occurring on that river, and it's just too dry. Hey, Hayden, what's going on? Long time. How you been? Medina County, love you guys. Hey, Rosa. No, they don't do like individual training. They only train the dogs that are going to be paired up. These dogs are amazing. Yeah, it's incredible, Lynn, right? Incredible. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up on this Wednesday night. God bless you. Hope you have an incredible evening and an even better Thursday. I hope to see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.